Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. Hey, Soaring Free, you're number one in here tonight. All right, God bless. And number two, Australia. There you are, beautiful. God bless. It's good to see you. And Miss Justice 111. Much love, PG. Prayers and love and justice right there. Amen. I appreciate it. Number three, girl. And number four is Texas Blue. God bless. You guys made it easy on me tonight. PG, much love to all of you. Good to see everybody here. All right, let's roll down through here. Hey, Bridget, how you doing tonight, sweetie? I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Australia, absolutely. Legendary, God bless. Good to see you. Miss Justice, absolutely. I appreciate that. I appreciate you putting that out for me. Amen. Yes, if you can support Summer's channel, we so appreciate it over here. God bless. That is beautiful. That's beautiful, the legendary. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me see who else is in here tonight. Hey, Lynn, how you doing tonight? God bless. Linda, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Peachy. Hey to you. Deputy Sheriff, good to see you. He said, howdy, 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 y'all. Hey, Kathy, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you tonight. Let me see who else I got in here. Hey, Charlene, good to see you, girl. 122 children found in Florida on November 25th. That were being, oh, wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's running rampant, you guys. It is running rampant out here. Right? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Australia, absolutely. Hey, Chris. Hello, PG. And Co, y'all. 3:15 a.m. here in the dark and windy far north of the UK. I'm quite happy to just sit back and listen. I may fall asleep, but we'll catch up on replay. And I believe he's going to say much love. Much love to you. God bless, Chris. Good to see you. Deputy Sheriff, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. I can't help but laugh on that one. And Don should be ashamed of himself tearing up the posters of Little Summer. Absolutely, Barbara. Absolutely. Yeah. He's been doing it the whole time. Him and Candace have been doing it the whole entire time. Hey, Lisa, how you doing tonight? Hey, PT. Much love, beautiful lady. Much love to you, sweetie. God bless. Brenda, how you doing? Foster, good to see you. Happy hump day. Right? Thank God. One more day. One more day and it'll be Friday. One more day and it will be Friday. I love Fridays. Hey, Parker, how you doing? Good to see you. Karen A, how you doing? Lovely London. Good to see you, sweetie. Suzanne, Tropicana. Good to see everybody in here. Hey, Tiki's, how you doing, sweetie? Hey, my sis PG, much love to you, girl. You know it. God bless. Hey, PG in chat. Suzanne, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. God bless you. Brenda, that is so sweet. She says, hello, Deputy Sheriff. You can feel the love in here. You can feel the love. That's what we're looking for. Hey, Patty. She says, hello, PG and Chad. Hello, hello, hello to you. I hope I'm not missing anyone. Hey, C. Hey, Peggy. Amen. We won't stop till she gets justice. Exactly. Exactly. God bless. Rocky and Robin. Nope, that's Robin's back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We had a Rock and Robin. I don't know what happened to it. All right. I'm gonna get right to it. I probably missed somebody. I hope I didn't. I might have. Um, let me go back. Let me go back because I don't like to miss anyone. PG does not like to miss anyone. I want to make sure. I want to make sure I say howdy to everybody. Hey, Jersey Devil. Good to see you. I think I missed you. I think I got Carrie, but if I didn't, I got you now. Let me see. Hey, well, good to see you. Let's see. I'm going backwards right now, you guys, trying to see if I. Hey, Tina, how you doing, sweetie? New subscriber from North Georgia Mountains. All right. Let's see. Oh, and Iva, how you doing tonight? She says, evening, everyone. Evening to you, sweetie. I think I got about everyone that I missed here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I did. All right. I just don't want anyone to feel left out. Hey, Victor, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, PG and Chat. Hey, hey, hey. All right. I know that the do tell tonight. Do tell, PG. Well, I don't think I have to tell anybody that um my arch enemy is coming at me sideways again. I'm sure everybody's seen that in the headlights. Right? Big screen. She put it out like way a long time ago that she's going to do it. Man, I hope my husband didn't hear my boyfriend's horn. Right? I gotta go, you guys. He's here to pick me up. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey, Australia, how you doing?
I'm good, beautiful. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Could be better. We could be better if Um,
Let her raise hell. She's got nothing to talk about.
yeah. You know what? I think she's finding that out over there, right?
And she's just wasted air
Breath.
of breath out of your mouth.
She's and wasted space. Absolutely.
That's what I
Um,
mean.
yeah. And what can you
If
do?
she if
What
she
can you
wants
do?
to if she wants to stick up for those morons, well, she's just as bad as them.
You know, it it doesn't cease to amaze me. It does not cease to amaze me how people can support pure evilness. You know, there's like different levels. There's like different levels. You know, there's like one level of love, kindness, and caring and sharing. You know, that's one level. You know, unconditional love, unconditional. You know, kindness, love, and caring and sharing. It's just like one level. You either have it or you don't. It's one level. You know, if
Yep,
you truly, if you,
they seem to thrive off hurting people over there too.
but
So
evilness, there's like different levels. There's like, you know, a lot of different, and I'm not talking about, you know, somebody like a sinner. You know, a sinner is someone that just, you know, is living life. They don't know about God yet. You know, they don't, well, they probably know. They just ain't ready. They just ain't ready to accept, you know, to accept God and the Son into their life and so forth and so on. And they're just not ready to get their eyes open. And, you know, and a regular sinner is somebody that gets up every day and they might tell a little white lie, or they might, um, you know, get angry at somebody when they shouldn't. They may do a little penny ante things, while they're on their way. But evil is a whole different thing. Evilness is when you wake up in the morning to make somebody else's life miserable as hell. When you wake up in the morning seeking self gain at the expense of innocent human beings, um,
exactly.
that is evil. And some people wake up, you know, to seek it on
People
different.
like that are not happy in their own skin. They don't like who they are. They're not happy with their own life, so they go and pick on other people.
Um, some of them don't like themselves. Some evil people don't like themselves, so they can't like anyone else.
Exactly.
You know, and some evil people, you know, are out for self gain. They don't care who they hurt, who they destroy, just so they just so they capitalize on what they want, when they want, how they want. Um, but there's different forms. There's different forms, you know. Like you have some evil people who smile in your face, and you know they'll steal. They'll steal you blind, right? They'll steal you blind. That is, you know, low on the totem pole. That's like real down, you know, down here. It's low on the totem pole. Then you got the next level of evilness that, you know, won't only steal you blind and everything, but that goes far as to hurt you, to hurt your family, to hurt your kids. They go to a whole different level. They, you know, they're seeking some serious evilness when it comes to humans. And then you've got the even higher than that, who, like, they don't just seek to destroy you. They seek to do as much evil as they can to you before they destroy you. Um, that's on an even higher level. And then you just got the ones that are, you know, those are the black hearted ones. Wait till you meet the ones with no heart at all. You meet the ones with no heart at all. There's no limitations. There's no limitations with
I
the
think I
ones that
seen
have
that the
no
other
heart at
day.
all. And I hate to say it,
I
But I
saw
think
it the
Donnie
other
Candace,
day.
I
I
think
saw it
Donnie
the other
Candace did
day
that.
at the Christmas at the Jenkins video of the Christmas tree lighting. Donald in the background, Candace putting her ugly head in front of the camera,
Oh yeah.
and then
Oh yeah.
hearing the story about him tearing up his daughter's flyers, and that took it all away from that. That
They
took it all
came.
from me.
They
I
came there
was crying.
seeking. They came there
How dare
seeking
he? How
evilness.
dare he? He is the devil incarnate. He is the most wicked human being I've ever seen in my life. Donald Wells, you are a piece of shit. I'm sorry to say that, PG, but
Hey girl, you're entitled.
he's
You
made
are
me
so entitled to
he's
your
made me
feelings,
so upset. I cried and cried after that, thinking of little Summer.
right?
Everything she endured, that her parents don't give a rat's ass about her. They tear up her flyers. That's the icing off the cake. And this is all their behaviour since November the 13th, 2025, since
And
the
and
FBI and the TBI went out to Van Hill Road. They're shitting their pants and they're showing their true colours now.
it wasn't just after Van Hill Road. It was way before that. When Summer first went missing, Don and Candace, one conversation with them was at their home, and they said they were tearing up the flyers and stuff. And I said, "What?" And I thought, I laughed because I thought it was a big. Honest with you, I shook my head. I thought, wow, they're evil as hell if this is what they're doing. You know, you don't know how to take people like that. At first, I guess. And then Don called me. He was driving, and I heard him stop, and he was tearing down some posters on the side of the road. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Ripping the shit down." You know,
That says it all right there.
you know, and I told people, and came out sideways. Came outside. They're like, "She's crazy. He ain't doing that. She just wants to say," no, it's true. It's true. And that was way early on when they didn't want Summer's face seen, when the reward fund was out there. When the reward fund was there and they was worried that somebody might want to collect on it, they were tearing her flyers down. That's the truth. They really was. And I wouldn't doubt it if it didn't have the reward fund on it, because and then they made a comment about the stores. They said they didn't have to take the ones down at the stores, that the stores were taking them down themselves and not allowing it. If you put, don't bother to go in a store and put Summer's flyers because they'll take it down. But that's good to know. That's good to know because you can go in the store and you can grab, the ads that they have in the thing. You can grab a big pile of those, take them outside to your vehicle, put the flyers inside every one of those ads, take them back in, put them on the rack. And everybody that grabs an ad at the grocery store will be grabbing the missing child and see the missing child poster. Yes, you can do that.
It's a real shame they don't put them on the milk cartons over there anymore.
They don't sell milk. They don't sell milk in cartons. Um, you know, in the I mean, the milk in the United States now is in big plastic jugs. They're in big plastic jugs. Now they could put stickers. They could put
Yeah.
missing children stickers on them. And, but I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with our country. Our country used to, do a lot of things. I was watching a movie about this lady. She was an extreme contest. I think it's called the contest winner. I think that's what it's called. But it's about this lady, and I guess it's set back in the 50s, 40s or 50s. I don't know. It was a the the show was set back in time, and um and this woman, she had this husband that was like, um I guess he wasn't as evil as Don Wells, but he was pretty out there. He was pretty out there. Um, and she would enter these contests, and she would win all kinds of stuff like cars and bikes and freezers and money and all kinds of stuff. All kinds of contests. For all kinds of, she would enter for all kinds of different companies that was in the United States, and she won a lot of stuff. She was winning, a lot of stuff. But anyway, long story short, they don't have that no more here. They don't have any of those things, like that at all. And I remember going through with my grandmother. My grandmother had passed away. We was going through, a lot of her things, and there was some kind of coupon books or something, and I thought that it was, like old, how people got food through government assistance, and everybody laughed because that's what I thought it was, and they thought it was funny. But I guess they gave people, when you went shopping and stuff, they give you like some kind of stamps, and you stuck them in this book, and then I guess you could take this book to the store or take it somewhere. I don't know where you take it, but you take it somewhere, and I guess they give you stuff. They give you stuff for shopping at their store, filling up these things and giving them. My mother said that my grandmother could turn them in, and she would get things like really nice stuff. And but you know they don't give we the people anything in the United. There's no contest to be winning. I guess that was back when, most people made their own clothes. Most people didn't really buy, they didn't really buy stuff. If people had gardens, they ate out of the garden, and a lot of people, had chickens and stuff, and they didn't rely on these companies. So what them companies did in order to get big was to run all of those contests and everything, for all of those people. And once, everybody got dependent on the store and buying these products, they said to hell with you. You know, they don't have to worry about your business because they're going to get your business anyway. And that's what it is, you know, here in America now. But it just seemed like, when you watch the movie, it seemed like a whole lot of fun, right? It seemed like it was a lot of fun to be able to, to do that kind of stuff. And it's kind of sad that it don't still exist. It don't still exist in our world. But if you guys know the movie I'm talking about, put a one in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. I was watching it, but She won tons and tons of stuff. And it was so sad because um her husband, her husband, she couldn't have a lot because of him. And he beat up the freezer, right? He wanted to sell it. He wanted to sell everything. And they usually did because, he had a addiction to alcohol. And he wanted to sell everything, but he happened to run into the freezer and decided to fly off the handle and beat it all up. Right, dented it all up like a garbage can. And she said, well, I guess we'll have to keep it now. Right. And then he felt bad, said he was going to end up filling it up, but she actually won a contest at the grocery store. And she had so long to run through the store and grab all she could, and it was free. Bring it to the counter, and it was free. And she did a great job. She got to the counter with it, and he got jealous. He actually got jealous and even acted out on that, right? Throwing the food out the back door. And I don't know how she withstood, you know what he put her through. I don't know, but she did. And she's a lot better person than me.
Sorry, PJ, I've got the kids fussing about out here.
Oh, all right. Anna said there was something called green stamps, and you get the stamps. How many depends on what you spent. I have a bunch of them. Yeah, it was some kind. It was some. Yeah, I remember seeing them. When we was cleaning every. Um, I remember seeing them, and it was like, wow. Remember when you got plastic glasses in your oatmeal? I don't remember that. I
I
don't
remember
remember
getting
that.
I remember getting toys in cereal boxes.
I I didn't ever like oatmeal. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that was in my time, but
Is
I didn't
oatmeal,
ever
rolled
like oatmeal.
oats, porridge.
Yeah, porridge. You
I
call it
love
porridge?
porridge. I
Uh,
love it with honey and milk.
oh wow, Lisa, I appreciate that. Summer, this crew has so much love for you. PG, you are so passionate and give so much every day, all day, in regards to Summer and all the missing children. Hey, girls, so do you guys. So do you guys.
Yeah.
And I so appreciate it. God bless you. I appreciate
See,
you supporting
PJ,
Summer's channel.
at the end of the day, you do so much for summer, and you've got a channel like Daisy, who doesn't do anything for summer.
You know,
She just
we
drags you down,
we
and
love we love these missing kids.
you
We
don't
want
need to. You don't need that kind of. You don't need that in your life right now.
I don't. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to, she's got a real healthy, unhealthy, actually an unhealthy obsession with PG. I don't know why, but she does. And, it's a real hate and a real dislike. And I don't understand it. I don't understand whatever did to this woman to cause her to, to harbor that type of evil hatred towards me. I don't know. I mean, I didn't ever do anything, anything but stand my ground against her, right? That's all I've ever done. Stand my ground against her when she's coming at me sideways so many, many times since we've been out here.
And
You know,
Jenkins is so different. Jenkins is just a breath of fresh air,
and
a
I tried,
beautiful soul.
I tried not to. I tried not to. I tried so hard not to, have to stand our ground against her evilness. I tried to, avoid it. Sometimes I tried to avoid it for weeks, months. But sometimes it would just build up to the point you had to address it, right? You had to address it. And we did. We did. And she didn't like it. And she didn't like it. Well, if you don't like, if you don't like somebody standing their ground against what you're doing, then why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? And, the problem is Day Day knows PG tells the truth. And I'm going to tell you, one thing I know about evil people, they hate the truth. Evil people hate the truth, right? They hate it.
Hello,
They they
PG.
do what you're telling.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Maddie? Good to see you, girlfriend.
I'm good. I've got all my Christmas presents rocking up. Mum keeps telling me the postman's here. And I had Jehovah's Witness knock on the door. Do you know those Labubu's? They're called Labubus.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, one of my sons and his uncle got me one. One of my sons and his uncle,
Have you got a Labubu?
they got me a Labubu. Oh yeah,
Really?
absolutely. Oh, and then not just the Labubu, but the little clothes and stuff for it. And they got me some. I seen it and I loved it. I absolutely adored
Mum
the
wants.
the
Mum
doll.
wants.
And yeah, they got me one. That's
Maddie has gone crazy. She's got a room full of them now. She's got a shelf with
oh
them all across the shelf, and every
I
day
I
the
love.
postman comes knocking at the door, and
Yeah.
we've got another 3 Labubus arriving. This
Oh
one?
yeah. Oh yeah. Did she get the large ones? Did she get the big one?
Yeah, she's got 2 big ones. I got the big brown one coming, Momo. He cost me two
Oh.
hundred. He cost me 280.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love the Labubu
That's
dolls as
cheap.
well.
That's cheap though. He usually goes for 400. He's going to be huge. Can you hear her? He's
Oh
double the
yeah.
size of the other ones I've got.
Yeah.
All
How
right,
much
go away.
they are so cute. They're so cute.
She gave me a juice, one of those juicy handbags, a black one,
Oh,
beautiful tote bag,
right?
and now she keeps flashing Labubus at me, trying to get me to put one on my bag.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, they are so. Some people are afraid of them. Some people are scared of them. But I think they're so cute.
He's cute. She's giving me a little grey one for my bag. Sea salt coconut. Sea salt coconut, she said. It doesn't smell.
There you go. There you go. Yeah,
They're,
the
they're funny
Labubus.
looking things.
Oh, they're cute. They are so cute.
You
They're
need
like
one.
all the rave. They are like all the rave right now. The
I
Labubu
reckon
dolls.
Hello Kitty's cuter than Labubu.
Um, Hello Kitty is cute too.
Oh,
You
she's
know,
adorable.
they Hello Kitty is really cute. Um, like my daughter, she likes Stitch. She likes Stitch. I don't know why, but she loves Stitch.
Yeah,
Um,
Stitch is cute.
mm-hmm.
Very cute.
And so anytime I see like a jacket or something, something's got stitch on it, I usually grab it, for her.
Does she dress them up, does she?
Um, her stitch?
Yeah.
No. Um, actually, I don't know if Stitch wears clothes or not. Right? I don't even know.
I can't believe I've got a daughter that shops every day.
I know, I know the
Shops till
Labubu's
you
got
drop
clothes.
online. You should
my
see my hallway. It's got
my
boxes,
daughter,
empty boxes ready for the tip.
my daughter better not be sticking my Labubu clothes on her Stitch. Right?
Oh, how cute.
I'd be getting upset about that. She's something different. She is. I'm telling you. I don't even bother. I don't even bother to put nothing on my bed. I don't.
Oh, Maddie has fallen in love with the Grinch since Pam was on panel,
Right?
and she took a photo of a pillow she bought, and she said, "Mum, send that to Pam." And then she bought me a Grinch. Is it the Grinch or I don't know how to say his name. But anyway, she bought me a Christmas decoration for my doorknob.
The Grinch. She got you the Grinch.
Yeah.
Funny.
She's a
That is
funny,
hilarious.
she's a funny little girl.
I love this. I love the Grinch too. The Grinch is. I love the Grinch when he was a baby. I
I
think
like Santa Claus better.
he was the cutest. The Grinch was the cutest baby, wasn't it? Was the cutest baby ever. That was the cutest baby ever. I don't know how anybody could be mean. I don't know how they could be mean to him. He was so freaking cute. But they was. They was mean to him. And
My
then he
world crumbled when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real.
really.
I was over in Scotland with my mum and my dad. Um, and every time I walked into a shop, there was a different Santa Claus.
Right?
And it didn't take me long to work it out. But Santa's not that um that he wasn't real, because I saw a black Santa, a white Santa, a tan Santa, and I saw them. And yeah, I said to Mum, "What's going on?" And I said, "I know it's not true." And she said, "Yes, it is."
Oh, really?
And I caught Dad in the act. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad. I would have told you that Santa has, I just said, how do you think he gets all the presents to all the children? He has to have help knowing what
Yes,
all the,
she
he
tried
has to
that.
have help knowing what all the kids want. So he hires up all of these fake Santas together in the list so they can send it to the North Pole so the real Santa and his elves can make everything and then deliver it to you because Santa's busy at the North Pole, right?
Dear little Maddie is to write Santa Claus a letter. And
I don't think I
I
could break a
was
kid's heart
and
about Santa.
I was working literally full time, back to back shifts, and the babysitter I was best friends with, she gave me the Santa Claus letter and she said, "Don't let her see this." And I said, "I won't." And it said she wanted a pink bike. And so it into the letterbox.
Right?
I had to go out and get her a pink bike and hide it from her.
You know, um,
Dear little girl.
when I was a kid, heard about this, Santa Claus is supposed to come down the chimney and you with this bag and leave me some toys and stuff. Um, I didn't like it. I didn't like the thought of some man coming down the chimney, with a bag walking around in the house. I didn't care for that. I needed some reassurance, that somebody's going to be up watching this person, right? I mean, when you're a kid, you don't want to get put in Santa's bag and carried off, right? It's a little scary thinking about some man coming down a chimney walking around your house. I mean, I didn't want to see Santa, right?
There are
I didn't
some
want to see
people in chat saying that the boo-boos are voodoo dolls.
that's
Demonic.
it.
The meaning of the word labubu is demonic.
What? Really?
It probably is, but I don't think it's meant like that. I think it's just a toy.
Oh, wow. I'm going to Google that.
Get what you're saying? I'll have to Google it and have a look.
Oh,
Hi,
yes.
Molly.
Oh, yes. I'm going to do that, Coupon Mama.
Molly's in the
Oh,
house, PG.
girlfriend, if that's true, my Labubu dolls will be in the trash. Everything Labubu's going out the door,
Have to
right?
take them and get them blessed.
No, no,
That's scary.
they gone, they gone.
I
I'm
didn't
going to check
even know
into
that.
that. Oh yeah, I'm going to check into it. I don't know.
Maybe it is because they are created in China. Who knows?
Yeah, you might got a point. You might have a point there, right?
Who knows? Maybe they put a curse on it,
Yeah, I
like
think
they
they
did with the
should.
virus.
I think they should have to. I think all Santa should have to have a background check, right? And that's true. I agree with that.
Yeah, that used to scare me too, PG.
Wow.
Someone jumping down the chimney.
And I'm going to check into that on Texas Blue. I mean, those dolls are all the rave. I thought they were cute as a button. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. For real, sweetie. Just chilling. Ooh,
Just like a
yeah.
just like the Ouija boards. Wow.
Oh, wow. Um, Wait a minute. You throw it away, it's going to come back. It better not come back. It better not come back. Right? Whoa. Could you imagine? Could you imagine throwing this Labubu doll in the garbage, and the next
Oh,
day it's standing in your closet? Or even worse, up on your bathroom sink staring at you when you go in there in the morning. Right?
oh, I know.
That'd be some freaky shit. I wouldn't know where I wouldn't know whether to laugh or run. Right? Yeah, I'd have to go looking for my kids' uncles. I would have to go looking for my kids' uncles. I mean, like, what the hell did you do? Right? Oh man.
I love seeing Molly in the
Oh,
chat.
that would be so cool. That would be so cool. I think I'll take the Labubu doll. Oh, I'm gonna tell my husband all about it. I'm gonna tell him tonight all about
We
what
should
you guys.
ship them. We should ship them to 110 Ben Hill Road.
Listen, girl. I'm gonna tell my husband all about it, but this dolls and stuff. And I'm not gonna throw my boo boo doll away. When we go to get more stuff from his place, I'm gonna stick it outside looking in his window.
That's cute.
Wouldn't
They
that
are
be
cute.
wouldn't that be a good one?
They're very cute to look at, though, aren't they?
I was sticking outside, ended up looking through his window.
Is that why they've got the nasty little face with the
That
little
would
teeth?
be That's going to be a good one, you guys. Wait till I've got to see that reaction. I've got to see that reaction. That's got to be a funny one. Right? Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, honey, you might want to put on your brown pants today when you go when you go to get the stuff and bring it back. Right? You might want to wear your brown pants. That would be a good one. That's a real good one.
I love that name, Heaven's Gateway.
Yes. I'll tell you, you guys give me good ideals. You guys give me good ideals. Oh shit.
Angel from Heaven's wondering what does she do to be a mod in chat. She'll be fine.
What?
Congratulations, sweetheart.
She said, what did she do to become a mod?
What do you do being a mod? I
Um,
think
you just chill out.
yeah, just
You just
just sit
chill
back
out.
and enjoy.
Yeah. You just kick back and enjoy it.
I tell you what, Miss Justice is on the ball. She's a
Oh,
great mod.
I'm gonna tell you something. She's a sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. All of you guys are. All of the mods here. Every mod here is awesome. I couldn't ask for better mods. You
Yeah.
guys are just
Brat
amazing.
Brat needs
Amazing.
our praise at the moment, PG.
Brat.
Yeah, Brat's having trouble with her knees and her eyes. She needs some prayer.
Oh wow, girl.
If everyone can pray for her.
We'll make sure we are sending them up. Absolutely.
She's my
Absolutely.
girl.
Brat's been with us. She been with us forever. Forever. She's been here. And absolutely.
She's a
Absolutely
sweetheart.
we will be sending up the prayers for you, Brat. Absolutely will. You know it, girl. Everything, God brings you to it. He's gonna bring you through it.
And
Worry not.
Janet keeps me on the straight and narrow. I love it.
They have to keep you in the straight and narrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, we're gonna get to
All right.
to the.
I'll hop
Okay,
down
girl.
now and let you get on with the show.
All right,
Love you,
girl.
sweetie. Keep your chin up. Don't let the cow bother you. You're
Hey,
doing a great job.
yeah, I think I think I don't even know what she was doing. I don't even know what she was doing.
Don't even worry about it.
You know, yeah,
Anyway, we'll kick back tonight and have fun.
right.
All right.
I just feel like I had a hard time after the way she attacked my baby, and then to come back and attack me more and more and more. It's like she's wanting to get to me at a time. I don't need this, right? At a time, I just don't need this.
No.
And
And the more airspace you give her, the more she'll go on.
probably you're
So if
right.
you ignore it, if you ignore it, it goes away.
And you know what? She doesn't. She's evil. She's evil, Australia. I've tried to
Yeah,
ignore
I
it.
know she's evil.
At the very beginning, I tried to ignore it to the point, and she went to the point you couldn't. And
That's it.
that's what she
Second to
does.
no one.
She
Don't
goes,
feed the beast.
yeah, she
That's
goes
the
to the point you
perfect
can't ignore it.
that's perfect wording. Don't feed the beast.
But I'm going to tell you something. You know what? Right now, I'm going to hold my peace. I'm going to hold my peace for my baby's sake, for
Good
my
girl.
sake, for everybody
Yeah.
else's sake. I'm going to hold my peace. Right
You
now.
got this, PJ. We're right behind you.
Hey, I appreciate it too, girl. I appreciate
And
you
I'll be
coming up.
standing beside you if you need me.
Amen. Amen. And I'll be,
All
hey,
right.
girl, I got your back too. You know it.
I know that.
God bless you.
Anyway, we love you to pieces.
Hey, I love you guys too.
I'll
Tell
be in chat if
Maddie.
you need me.
Tell Maddie we gotta get rid of our labubu's.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Don't
Yeah,
need any bad
yeah.
omens around here.
I tell you, man, I gotta say a prayer. I gotta say a prayer
Man,
and kick
that's
Labubu out.
she's got over $1,000 worth sitting in her room. She'll have to start getting rid of them. I don't want that in the house.
Whoa,
All
no,
right.
no. All
No,
right, love
no.
you,
All right. Love you.
girl.
Bye.
Bye bye. All right, let's get to it, you guys. Um, I'm wondering, you know, I'm wondering why these people weren't in prison a long time ago. A long time ago. I mean, they slipped up so much, right? These people, in Summer's case, Summer Moon Utah Wells, this beautiful little girl, this little child that was full of light and full of love, full of kindness, caring. This little girl that wanted nothing but people to just love her for who she was. Just, care about her. Just be good and kind to her. That's all she wanted. She just wanted people to care. That's it. And this beautiful little girl had all of these evil people surrounding her, like nothing but pure evilness surrounding this little child of pure love and light. And none of them tried or cared to save her. None of them had enough mercy, enough kindness, enough caring, or enough love to protect and save this baby. Not even her own parents. Hell, they were the ones doing the worst, right? They were the ones doing the worst. I don't understand why this little girl's assailants are not in prison. These people should have been in prison a long time ago. A blind man could see these slip ups. A blind man would have, been able to crack this case way before now with the way these people were talking. You don't listen to people down the road when they've had time to think and they've had time to work it out and they've had time to lie. You listen to these people at the beginning, because at the beginning is when, they're hyped and they're slipping up and they're fucking up because they ain't had time to think. It's like a roller coaster, man. It's moving fast. It's going up and down. It's moving 90. They ain't got time to think, and they're fucking up every step of the way. And that's why we got to go backward in order to understand that law enforcement should have been making arrest a long time ago. They should have been making arrest on day fucking 1, if you ask me. Day fucking 1. They should have been making arrest, right? Absolutely.
Her kids were 3 and 4 and said, "Mommy's there, mommy's there." Why didn't they ever?
Where would that be? Like, where was that at?
Wisconsin or whatever.
In Wisconsin.
Yeah,
That's probably
wherever.
why she's gone from Wisconsin.
Kansas got really drunk one night and said my sister was supposed to meet someone at a bar, her friend, and
Yep.
she never made it. That's what she said.
Who would have been responsible for her sister's death, the mom or Candace?
Both probably, or Candace anyway, because I know Candace.
Which one?
The daughter.
Okay.
Do you think CPS should ever put the boys back in that house?
No, not at all. Please, no.
No. I appreciate your passion, because
No.
it seems like you know, and you know.
Those kids come here in the summer before Summer died. They're filthy and so is the mother. They didn't ever
littlest
cook
one,
dinner.
really.
They always ate frozen pizza and whatever else.
The little one, Waylon, he showed up here and he had a 3rd-degree burn on
What?
his
Oh,
arm.
wait a minute. Yeah, on a wood stove down there in the basement.
Yeah,
She
not
showed
here.
me that
Not here.
he got
It
burnt.
was
Never
down
took him
the
to the
basement
hospital.
where Candace or Summer
Was
slept?
missing. Yeah.
Where they all slept.
They all slept down there.
All the kids slept down in that basement?
The
All
ba-
in one room?
Yeah.
Summer slept with mommy and daddy in the bed.
They didn't even have a door on the bed.
Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? Summer slept with mommy and daddy in the bed. These people knew. These people knew what the hell's going on, and none of them. Oh, they'll talk about it now. They'll talk about it now. You know, after the fact, they all want to come out. They all want to talk about it. But nobody wanted to talk about it when they could have still saved this little girl's life, right? They didn't want to talk about it when they could have saved her. They want to talk about it when she's gone. Too late. Too late. Right? It's too late. And the only reason they're talking about it, if you ask me, this is my opinion. The only reason they're talking about it is because the YouTubers up there giving them kickbacks, right? Handing them money. Here's some money. Go buy lunch. We appreciate you talking to us. Here's some money. Right? Let's keep you talking. It wasn't, even at this point, I don't feel it was for Summer. I feel it was for their self-gain. What they could profit from it. That's just my opinion.
Now
No.
they do because
No.
welfare says she has to have one.
They sectioned that whole part off.
Yeah, they sectioned that off.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
'Cause
was
we
the,
went up there-
Chris, whatever his name is. There.
Summer came up missing June 15th, 2021 on a Tuesday.
He did her interview with her. She took him to her nasty house.
Because when she got her taxes, she came down to my house and wanted me to go out with her. So I went and I said, she wanted us to go up and visit, but the kids wanted to see the dogs. And I only did it for the kids' sake, and that's when she had the mapping petition off. But
Still came out.
It's sad. It's sad, and we want answers. I mean,
I
we
know.
want answers. We want to find
I want
her.
answers. I want to know what happened to her.
We want to know.
Because she was
The
over here. You guys loved
mother
her. And
and the
we loved her like
grandmother
she was our
could
own.
tell.
Yeah.
They
I
should
tried
drill
to
on
help with the
people.
kids
I'm
and
sorry.
everything.
Yeah.
I let them spend.
Do you think CPS should ever put the boys back in that house?
No, not at all. Please, no.
No. I appreciate your passion because
No.
it seems like you know, and you know.
Those kids come here in the summer before summer died.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Right then and there, they should have been getting Graham Bun and questioning her. Law enforcement should have been getting a hold of Graham Bun and taking her in for questioning. And they should have been taking Allison in for questioning. And they should have been taking that mother of Allison's in for questioning and Hunter. All of these people should have been took in and interrogated. Every last one of them should have been interrogated the hell out of. I would have interrogated them. And I'll tell you why. Because did you just hear what this woman said? Let me back it up so you can hear it again. Listen to what Graham Bun whispered. She slipped up. Listen.
Those kids come here in the summer before summer died.
Before Summer died, she puts her hand up in Allison's face and says, before Summer died. So this woman knows that Summer was deceased, right? She knows the truth. This lady knows the truth about what happened to Summer. How does this lady know the truth about what happened to Summer if something happened to Summer after Candace dropped Hunter off and went home? How would this woman know that Summer, before Summer died? How would she know that Summer died? I tell you how she knows. She knows what her grandson did. She knows just like Allison knew. She knows what her grandson did at that swimming hole on 21. She knows that Allison had Summer's clothes and washed them up. She knows that Allison did away with the cameras in the house, right? This grandbun stays at Allison's house. She shows up at Allison's house and stays there all day long. She is there more than someone who would, she's probably there more than Allison was. Because she stayed at Allison's house. Allison went to work. Allison went to work every day. Grandbun stayed at her house, cooking and cleaning and hanging out over at Allison's house every single day. She was at Allison's house. She knows that them cameras disappeared. She knows what, was in the washer and dryer. She knows what went down. That's why she slipped up. Stuck her hand right in Allison's face and told the whole world this.
Those kids come here in the summer before Summer died.
You see that? Did you see that? Those kids came here in the summer before Summer died. She made like, I know Summer's dead, right? No, baby. This woman is adamant that she knows what she's talking about. She's adamant, right? Why was she not interrogated? Why was she not questioned? Because I think she would have gave up everything she knew if the right investigators would have been interrogating her. Right? I think Hunter would have gave up everything he knew if law enforcement would have went straight to his house, picked him up, and took him downtown to be questioned. Allison can't do nothing about them picking Hunter up and taking him downtown and questioning if they feel that that's what needs to be done. Right? And while they was at it, they should have got a search warrant for Allison's house. And they'd have found the bag and suit. They would have found, they'd have found the little dress. They'd have found everything, right? That Candace came back in a couple of days and picked up. If they'd have went straight to Hunter's house, as soon as they found out that this boy was with Candace earlier that day, if they'd have went straight to his house and been waiting on him to show up and went up and said, listen, you've got to come downtown. We need to speak with you. And took him in and interrogated him, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. Because he would have gave it all up. He would have told everything. He was scared. He was confused. He was, basically this kid was in shock. He was in shock after what happened. Right? I mean, this was a kid that went in his room and was shaking and rocking and refusing to come out, and he was having all kinds of freaking issues dealing with what happened at that horse pond. And if law enforcement would have got him ASAP and questioned him up, he would have gave up everything that happened at that horse pond. All they would have had to say is, we've got Dawn and Candace here. Well, especially Candace and her mother. And, you know, they're saying some stuff. And unless you want to tell us, you know, unless you want to tell us what happened, you know, we're going to have to rely on what they're over there saying, you know, happened. And if that's the case, well, you know, it's your choice. I mean, it depends on who rolls on who, you know, first, on who walks and who don't. I think he would have gave it up. If he thought for 5 seconds that Candace had told him something about him, he would have gave it all up. If he thought for 5 seconds that she said something that would get him put in prison, he would have gave it all up. He'd have been telling it all. No doubt in my mind. But I don't think he would have had to tell nothing if they'd got a search warrant for Allison's house, seeing that Summer was there earlier that day and possibly unalived on those milk jugs in the milk jug video. So they could have got a search warrant for her house, and they could have went in there, and I'm telling you, they would have, you know, do is check the washer and dryer. They'd have found Summer's clothes. I don't think Allison's a very fast wash and dryer person. I think she felt that, you know, they ain't going to come here. She's safe. Take her time, throw them in the washer, go to the ballpark. You know, she can dry them later that night. And I think if they would have came in that night and searched her home, I truly believe they would have found the truth. They'd have found the truth all over the place. And I think Hunter would have been getting arrested. That's my opinion. You know, but they didn't do it. They didn't do it. And Grandma sitting there, you know, Grandma sitting there letting the whole world know that she knows Summer's no longer with us. Now, if this old lady knows before Summer died, meaning I know she's dead, then Grandma knows who did it, right? Grandma knows who did it. She knows the whole damn story. And Grandma ain't telling. She ain't telling why. She's not telling because she feels that Candace and Don Wells, that these grown-ups set her grandson up to end up in prison because of their evil deeds. Not his evil deed, but their evil deed and putting him up to do an evil deed. Because that's how grandmas think, right? That's how grandmas think. That's how mothers and dads think. You know, oh, you took my child and got my child to do something evil, something wicked. You got my child in trouble, and you think my child should pay the price. You think my child should pay the price for your adult ass getting it in trouble. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. You know. So, you know, and I know Allison I know Allison, she checked in to see if they could, um, if they can make a deal, right? If he could get immunity, right? If he was to tell, would he get immunity? And she found out that no, you will not get full immunity in a murder case. Absolutely not. You will not get full immunity, meaning that he would have had to do prison time, right? And even at that, even if he was willing, even if Hunter was willing to give up the truth, per se, he was willing to give up the truth on the case, and they offered him, you know, um, partial immunity like that. Well, the prosecutors, could say that that they have proof that information came from another source outside of Hunter, prior, that they already know it. Basically, we already know it from a prior source. And they could prosecute him to the full extent of the law anyhow. Right? Basically meaning that he's gonna lose the immunity, the little bit of immunity they did give him would be lost as well. That's what I'm saying. I mean, they could take, probably, this
Come
right
here
here
in the summer before summer died.
before summer. They could take something as simple as this and drop what little immunity they gave him and fully prosecuting. They could call this their other source outside of him. So, I'm sure Allison looked into that. I'm sure she checked into that, right? Just saying. Hey, Italian cookie, I appreciate that. For the love of summer, children first. Amen. Amen, girl. I appreciate the support for Summer's channel. And absolutely, children first. Always, children should come above and beyond all. And older people too. The older people did so much for our generations, right? And we should be doing for them. They got us to where we are. And we supposed to take care of them. We're supposed to take care of them, help them, and get them to where they're going, forever in the future, right? That's we're supposed to protect them. Children and older people are supposed to be protected. They're supposed to be protected from all the evil on this earth. They count on us to protect them. I'm going to tell you, you got to be a special kind of evil. If you don't protect your children and you don't protect your parents, your grandparents, the older people in your life, you're a special kind of evil. You got to be a special kind of evil. I'm going to tell you, I don't pick on anyone younger than myself. I don't pick on no damn body, older people. I don't pick on older people. I get I don't feel big. picking on people that can't defend themselves. I don't feel big doing that. I think, you know, to pick on people that can't defend themselves would make you feel like a mouse, right? Make you feel like a damn mouse. How could you do that? How can you do it? You got to be yellow. You got to be yellow bellied to pick on humans that can't defend themselves. You must be a coward, right? You must be a coward. I would suggest people who pick on, you know, like Don and Candace Wells and them, people who pick on people that they feel can't defend themselves. I think they need to look in the mirror and rebuke that coward the fuck up out of themselves, right? They need to go rebuke that coward. Because that's what's wrong. They're yellow bellied. You know, brave people, brave human beings in the world, a real brave person, they have no problem protecting those that can't protect themselves. Brave people have no problem standing up to mother freakers at their own level, right? They have no problem standing up and standing against whatever comes. Brave people have no problem. But Don and Candace, you know, they don't want to pick on like Donald. He didn't want no part. He wanted no part of Chill Billy. You know, he didn't want no part of that younger guy. He didn't want no part of Ryan, right? He wanted no part of Ryan. Ryan's probably as old as Don, but I think he's probably in better shape, right? Probably in better shape, maybe. I don't know. He goes hiking a lot. I don't know. But I know Don didn't want no part of him. He didn't want no part of him because Don's used to running. He's used to running from people who's going to give him, you know, who's going to give him back as good as he gives. But he sure will go after women and children, right? He sure will go after the ones he feels cannot defend themselves. And that's the way Candace is too. Candace likes to go at people she feels can't defend themselves, right? Like Dee Dee. Dee Dee was a very small woman, Candace, you know, and Candace was getting very ugly and very hateful with Dee Dee. Don Wells' mother, another very small woman, and, you know, and very old, and she had health issues. Candace, you know, she was the weaker one, and Candace knew it. And Summer, poor little Summer, she was the weaker one too. These people want to go after the weaker ones, right? She walked up there and she wanted to get ugly with Jinkies, but she saw that Jinkies wasn't going to back down, wasn't going to back up. Jinkies was right on her, looking straight at her, you know, talking straight to her. And she saw that shit wasn't going to work. That shit wasn't going to work. She seen that Jinkies, you know, Jinkies stood her ground like a quarterback and was like, bring it, Candace. I don't think you want all of me on top of all of you, right? That would have been, whoa, I would have loved to seen it. That wouldn't have been good. Right? Man, that would have been all fucking bad right there. That'd been all bad. And Candace knew it. She knew it. Jinkies wasn't going to back down. She was going to go straight at her like a bull. You got to be careful. You got to know what the hell you're doing when you go up against somebody like that. And Candace got the memo. She got the fucking memo. She got it real quick, didn't she? She changed her mind real quick when Jinkies wasn't backing up or backing down. Hey, Italian Cookie member for 1 month. Girlfriend, you've been here way longer than that. We come together for the innocent. Amen. Absolutely. I agree. I agree, Australia. I agree, girl. Absolutely. I agree with you 150%. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She was scared Jinky was going to, with something. Right? Jinky would have decorated, she'd have decorated Candace up. She'd have decorated Candace up like a Christmas tree, right? And I tell you what, she saw that Jinky wasn't going to back down from it. And God bless her. God bless her. And I'm going to tell you, that's the way you got to be in this world. You got to be like that. You know, there's no room. There's no room to be any different. You got to know what you're going to do. You got to know what you got. When you come up against evil, you got to know what the hell. You got to, know what the hell you will and you are going to be doing, right? Because you only, you got to be ready. You got to always be ready. Always be ready. That's the best advice I can give people. Always be ready. If it don't come, thank God. But if it does, honey, handle it, right? Handle it. I'm going to tell you something. I've got some real stuff for you guys to listen to tonight.
Oh yeah, the newer ones would bark at me, definitely.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff happening on YouTube currently with some of Dawn's relatives that have come forward with some stories about Dawn's history. Did you ever suspect or believe that there was any type of inappropriate actions or inappropriate things happening with any of the children on Dawn's side?
Well, Donnie did come out and say that he has been to prison. He never told me what for, but another reason why I fell out of that whole situation was because Candace's boys were acting funny. Like, it came across one day in the store that one of her kids said another one of them touched them.
Do you hear that? Another reason I backed up out of that situation was because one of the boys her boys were acting funny, right? Hey, Australia, I appreciate that. Love you, PG family. Hey, girlfriend, I appreciate the support for Summer's channel. Amen. That's right. We are family. We are family. We are family that prays together, and God keeps us together. Amen. Absolutely. I appreciate it. But did you hear what she said? The reason she backed away, another reason was because she witnessed this evilness that should have been reported, right? This evilness that should have been reported. This evilness that could possibly have saved little Summer. But she didn't. Listen to this.
Another reason why I fell out of that whole situation was because Candace's boys were acting funny.
Candace's boys were acting funny.
Like, it came across one day in the store that one of her kids said another one of them touched them.
They were in a store, and one of the boys said the other boy touched him. Inappropriately was touching him. inappropriately. But no one bothered. No one bothered to explain all of this. Explain all of this to Child Protective Services. No one bothered to say, I'm going to go above your head, Child Protective Services, and I'm going to start contacting some higher people than you and tell them what I'm telling you. If you don't get up there and take these children for a well health care check to a hospital and make sure they are not being bothered in a way that children should not ever be touched, right? If you do not take them and have that done, I'm going to start going over your head. And then it's going to trickle down on you. And you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. Because I will find somebody that gives a damn that's going to rain down on you. You need to do your effing job, right? ASAP. That's it. But nobody did. Nobody did it. The grandmother talks about how she knows Summer's dead. Allison sitting there talking about how she knew that, what was going on in that hill. Even Granny that said she knowed, Grandbun that said she knows Summer's dead, sat there and was talking about she knew all kinds of other stuff too, because them kids would come there and bad stuff would be going on. And they done nothing at all to save those babies. Why? Because they didn't care. They were part of that group, if you ask me. That's my opinion. My opinion is they were part of it. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I believe they was just as evil and corrupted and disgusting as Dawn and Candace and Grandis. I believe they were up there partaking in that fucking evilness just like the rest of them. They were up there with their kids partaking into this evilness and did not care who or how those children survived. Right? That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it, you guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Exactly. I'm going to tell you, I don't think those boys saw, because Candace and Donald, both of them had, according to Jinkies, Candace confided into her that her and Don, the reason they signed the boys over, because Children's Services was going to prosecute the hell out of Candace and Donald for SAing those children. Both of them. Not one, both. And Grandma wasn't supposed to be around children as well, right? Grandma, grandass, wasn't supposed to be around children as well. Right? She got the hell out of there, remember? She got the hell out of there. And they refused her. They refused her any access to the boys once Child Protective Services took them into custody. They refused her no access. Period. So that tells us a lot about her and her character, right? Where is Grandass now? I don't know. I think she might be at Molly's house because Molly keeps calling her her better half. Right, Molly? Molly, is Grandass at your place or not? Where's Molly? Where you at, Molly? Yeah, I think Molly's hiding. I think Molly's hiding from all of this. Right, Phoebe? Molly's hiding from it. Yeah. That's just funny stuff.
Had a message for Don Wells, what would it be?
You're going to pay for what you did to not only your kids, but ours as well.
And
You're going to not only pay for what you did to your kids, but our kids as well, our children as well. Did you hear that? These are people, this woman right here had her ass and her kids hanging up on that hill too. She had her family hanging up on that hill as well. And some kind of altercation happened and she ran off. Right? She ran off. And Allison stayed with her kids. But she ran off. What happened? What happened? I'm going to tell you something. If you were watching, lady, if you were watching your kids, them sick bastards couldn't have done nothing to them, right? They couldn't do nothing to your children if you were watching them. You took them up there, and you made them victims. You made them victims by having them in the midst of this evilness. You wanted to go up there, you want to affiliate yourself with evilness. You had your children in the midst of that evilness. You made them into victims. They taken them there. You don't take your children somewhere like that. You don't take your children around evil. You know what Don and Candace was. I mean, you wouldn't have to know Don and Candace more than 24 hours to understand who and what they're about. And to know not to ever pick up your phone for them again. Don't answer your door for them. You shun those motherfuckers. You shun those motherfuckers like fucking lice. You shun them like you would roaches. You shun them, right? You shun them. You get rid of them. You don't want them around. They're like fucking scabies. You don't want them. Right? You don't want it. Shun them. Get away from me. Stay away from me. Why, birds of a feather flock together. If you ain't one of them fucking birds, then what the hell was you doing up there on that hill? Right? Don't tell them about how they're going to pay for what they did. They should have already paid. They should have already paid, lady. They should have paid a long time ago. Your ass was rolled off the hill. You was rolled off the hill with your kids long before Summer came up missing. So whatever happened to your children, was before Summer went missing. And you could have saved Summer by just taking your children to a hospital, tell them what the hell happened, and getting a prosecutor to prosecute the hell out of Don and Candace and get the other kids off the hill. And Summer would be okay right now. She'd be fine. She'd be in a foster home, just like her brothers. She'd be in a foster home, living a good life, instead of being out there with her last thoughts. Begging for someone to help her. Her last thoughts. Begging for someone to find her and know her story. Her last thoughts. Praying that evil wouldn't have ever did what it did to her. That child was looking for nothing but to be saved. Little Summer was looking for nothing but to be saved. Somebody save me. Somebody get me to a safe place. I just want to be safe. Anybody, somebody. But there was nobody. Because Don and Candace made sure that they surrounded these kids with nothing but pure fucking evilness. And they trained, they groomed, and they trained the oldest boy to keep his two brothers in line, to keep the rest of the kids in line. Even when they went to foster care, the oldest boy had to go because he was there controlling everything like Don had groomed him to do. He was there holding everything back from being told, because that's what Daddy taught him to do, right? That's exactly what happened. And they separated him from his brothers because they needed his brothers to be able to freely talk without being in fear. They needed his brothers to freely be able to heal without feeling the fear. And it took a lot. It took a lot to ungroom that oldest boy. It took a lot to ungroom him from what Candace and Don had groomed him to be. He had to go under a total transformation, right? They had to completely decode this child and then recode him into righteousness, into a normal life that he should have been living the whole time, but couldn't live because of pure fucking evilness surrounding him. Yeah, and Hunter got groomed too. Allison took her kids up there and she let Don and Candace She let Don and Candace parent her children. Parent her children and groom them, just like they were grooming their oldest boy. Like they was going to try to groom all of them kids. She went up there and allowed her children to get groomed. And look at Hunter. And look at him. Right? He's a fucking mess. He's a fucking evil mess. I ain't going to say in my opinion, because it's true. He's an evil fucking mess. That kid don't even know how to talk. He doesn't know how to conduct himself. He's sitting there talking about, I'm not into politics. He don't even know what the fuck politics are. Right? He has no idea what politics is or what it's about. Really? I mean, how many years has he been in school and he doesn't know about politics? He didn't realize how, I mean, he doesn't understand how stupid he looks. He has no idea how stupid he looks. He doesn't understand how little education he has. He doesn't understand. This boy don't understand how damaged his life is because of those around him. He has no idea how damaged his life is by having those people around him. Hold on a minute. I'm going to have to wake up my freaking kid's uncle. He falls asleep in the chair back here. Listen to him. I mean, this guy can snore. He can snore. I gotta search for him a wife that doesn't mind the doors opening and shutting when he snores. The freaking, the windows going out and back in. Crazy. He snores, man. Yeah, he cuts them logs. He really does. He like, I don't know. It's like, whoa. Oh, dude just definitely knows how to snore. Okay. I woke him. Can't promise how long it'll be before he's snoring again, but probably not too long. As soon as I turn my back, as soon as I sit back down at my desk and he goes right back to sleep. He goes right back to sleep, right? He works hard. He does. He works very, very hard. And I'm sure he's tired. He gets up very early. He works all day. I'm sure he comes home tired, and he still helps, do a lot of stuff. He still hangs with the kids and me and, the family and, so I'm sure, by the time he gets in my office and flops in the chair, I'm sure he's very exhausted. But he'd be sawing some logs, right? He'd be sawing logs in his sleep. For real. Yeah. I tell you. I don't know. He just likes hanging. I don't know why, but here lately he likes hanging with me, right?
What's the message if you have a message for Candace Wells?
Same thing.
We're down here in the summertime parade. Because we almost hit Candace on the way to work.
Second to none says, PG, you have the ideal support system with your family. Let the man snore. Right? You know what? You're right. You're right. I can't disagree with that. I'm not even going to try. I don't think I would pick a different family if I could. I wouldn't. I love my family. That's true. I really do.
Hey,
What do you mean?
With the
but
car?
they never had any pictures of.
What, was she unattended or
Probably
something?
drunk. No.
No, they were walking in the parade and she was walking and she was walking for me. I haven't seen anything about them out here looking for that baby.
The night
What
that
about the church they go to, that Seventh Day?
Angel said, did you move your chair, Mama PG? I'm going to tell you something, girl. No, I didn't move it. He did. I did not move it. He did. He moved it. He moved it over to the other corner. He moved it. Yeah. Right during one of my lives. Right during one of my lives. He was moving the freaking chair. And he moved it to the other corner, farther away from the door. Because I had it in a corner by the door. And I could have easily rolled it out of my office. But yeah. But no. I think he heard me. Talking about moving it. Because then he moved it all the way over there in the other corner. So and now it's like it's across the room. It's away, like over there, away from the door. Yeah, I would have to drag it. All the way across the office to even get it back by the door and then drag it through the door. Yeah. He knew what he was doing. He knew what the hell he was doing. He knew what he was doing. And right now, I can't be dragging. No chair like that. A big recliner, no way. I can't be dragging anything like that. So, it's got to stay where it's at. It's got to stay right there. And he knows it. And he's taking full advantage of it too, right? He's taking full advantage of it being over there. So, yeah, he just wants, I don't know. It's like, it's like they think I'm going to disappear or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, what about that 7-day Adventist
I don't
church?
know about that church. I don't know.
the
nothing
night
about
that she went missing, she called Candace called me up about
So they weren't really
1
holy
o'clock in the morning
around
or
them.
something like
It
that.
seems like an
I
act.
said, Sherry, she's gone. I go,
It seems
what?
like an
What are you
act.
talking
And I was
about,
up there for
Candace?
most of the
You're
summer.
drunk. She goes,
So they weren't
Summer's
regular
gone.
parishioners at the
She's
church. They
missing.
went
She
once
walked
in
out
a
of the
while,
house.
but definitely
I
not
said,
regular.
what's in a hurry?
She said she walked out of the house because Summer walked out of the house?
Told us.
Well, she didn't say somebody took her out of the house.
She said she walked out of the house.
She walked out.
She walked out of the house. That's what Candace told you
Even
that night at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
What else she said?
Screaming regularly.
That was about it because I hung up on her.
On the hill.
Yes.
Hung up on her. So she said,
Now, behind all of this, you can hear Allison talking about how, how they would be screaming up on the hill and so forth and so on, right? You hear her in the background saying, how violent Candace was, how, all the screaming and carrying on that was going on, up there on the hill. This is what Allison's voice is saying behind all of this. If you have to listen real close. You got to listen real close.
But Allison is, talking about all the madness, all the fucking madness that was going on up on that hill. Well, JLR was talking to Allison's mother. Allison is back there, giving some graphic details about how violent that hill up there was. There you go. There you go. Right? Listen to her. Listen to the background, what Allison's saying.
I haven't seen anything about them out here looking for that baby.
The night that
What about the church they go to? That 7-day.
out.
Yeah. What about that 7-day Adventist
I don't
church?
know about that church. I don't know.
the
nothing
night
about
that she went missing, she
Because
called
I hung up with her,
Candace
she never
called
said
me up
anything about
about
church.
So they weren't really
1
holy
o'clock in the morning
around
or
them.
something like
It
that.
seems like an
I
act.
said, Sherry, she's gone. I go, what?
Oh, she's like, they ain't really holy. It's like a big act. I kind of got that impression too. I kind of got that impression as well with that church, with the people. That like they were fake. Like they were, like they were fake as hell. They're not real, right? They're not real. Like fucking, have you guys ever seen that show, the Stepford Wives or whatever? I was watching it the other night. That's Stepford Wife show, where this husband takes his wife to this, to this place where somehow they're replacing all the women with robots, and it's pretty disturbing. It's pretty disturbing, but that's kind of impression I got, when Robin talks and and so forth and so on. It's like it's not real. It's like theatrical, right? Like theatrical. Like you're sitting in a mother freaking theater watching a play. It's like people don't act like this. This ain't real life shit. That was exactly what I got too.
She goes,
So they weren't
Summer's
regular
gone.
parishioners at the
She's
church. They
missing.
went
She
once
walked
in a
out of the
while,
house.
but definitely
I
not
said,
regular.
what's in a hurry?
She's
Now they're talking about up at the house. They're talking about up at 110, the house. Now listen to Allison, or she starts saying about all the screaming and stuff.
said she walked out of the house. Summer walked out of the house.
Told us.
Well, she didn't say somebody took her out of the house.
She said she walked out of the house.
She walked out.
She walked out of the house. That's what Candace told you
Even
that night at 1 in the morning. What else she said?
Screaming regularly.
That was about it because I hung up.
See all the screaming and now can you hear her back there talking and telling about all the the trauma and the drama and the terror and all the stuff about up on the hill. That's what Allison's saying behind all of this. And it's like, whoa, man, she's really giving it up. She's really giving it up. And if it was that horrific, why was something not done? Why was phone called proper authorities in order to save these kids from all that pain and misery and suffering and trauma? And why wasn't something done to help these children? God have mercy. Where is these people's hearts? Where in the hell where's their fucking common everyday damn sense? Where the hell is that? I don't even know. I don't even know.
On the hill?
Yeah.
Hung up on her. So she said
On YouTube.
Summer walked out of the house.
That was you.
Yeah, she goes,
Well, I didn't
she
see
was
him do it.
downstairs in the
She said,
basement.
"They
She
just saw
opened up the
you."
door
Yeah, remember you cursed
and
me
just
out? That
walked
was because
out.
I asked him when's Sum's birthday. That was
you. My statements will be heard.
Yeah.
My statements will be heard. No, they won't. Your statements won't be heard, Allison. They won't be heard. And we're sorry. We're very sorry that they won't. I sure wish they was. I sure wish they would have been. But they won't be heard. They won't be heard because you're not here. You're not here anymore. You ain't here to make a statement. And I think it's all due to Summer's case. I think Allison's not here because of what happened to Summer. I don't think Leslie's here because of what happened to Summer. I don't think that a lot of people are here because of what happened to Summer. I don't think that Nana's Angels is here because of what happened to Summer. Marlena Cropper's dad because of what happened to Summer. And a whole lot of other people because of what happened to Summer. It's just, and right here, True says they took him swimming. But if you ask me, I think they set him up. If you ask me, I think they set him up, right? Even his sister is letting everyone know they set my brother up. They took my brother down there doing very wicked deed. A very wicked deed. And they set him up. They set him up. They were too coward. They were too coward to do the wicked deed. And they set him up. And you know what? I think Candace admired Hunter. I think she started to admire Hunter being able to do the wicked deeds, being able to do what he did this summer, right? And she couldn't, in my opinion. What he did to Allison and Leslie that she couldn't do, in my opinion. And I think, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I think she wanted to prove to herself, that she could do it. And I think that is where Dee Dee came in. I think that's where Dee Dee came in. I think Candace wanted to do somebody just to prove to herself she could do it. And she had all to gain, nothing to lose, she felt, where Dee Dee was concerned. Right? She had all to gain. And I believe that, that's what got her on the course. That's what's got her on the course of doing some evil deeds. In my opinion. That's just my opinion. She had enough ass, more ass than Dawn to go out there to the swimming hole, to go and do it. She had, more ass than Dawn, driving past Hunter's house, keeping him scared up, walking up to him. I mean, Candace got some real, balls, I guess you would say, when it comes to certain people. People she thinks she can have them with. And trust me, she knows who and who she can't be doing like that. She tried that shit with Jinkies and got shut down. She seen right away Jinkies wasn't going to have it. And so I doubt if she'll try again. in that form. But Jinkies better watch her ass. Jinkies best. She better grow eyes in the back of her head if she's going to have Candace around. She better get some eyes in the back of her head. That's all I got to say. Because I'm going to tell you something. Candace does not like Jinkies. Candace don't like Jinkies at all. And the first opportunity, she got to do something evil. She's going to do it. She's going to do it. No doubt in my mind. But I think Candace felt like a coward. I think she felt like a coward, having to have someone else do her dirty deed. And I think, and I think that's what initiated her to do some dirtiness, in a couple other areas. I really do. Now, when it comes to Nana's Angels, I think Candace used somebody else. I think she used somebody else. There was, like Hunter, there was a second party. In my opinion. That's my opinion. But when it came to Dee Dee, that was Candace. That was Candace. And I'm going to tell you something. When you let people get away with what they're doing, it just makes them worse. It makes them worse. And Candace went to that tree lighting with a vengeance. She went there with a vengeance. And she still got that vengeance. Even though she came with it, she left with it. And she's looking for retaliation. She's looking for retaliation. She feels that Jinkies betrayed her. And she's looking for retaliation. Jinkies better watch herself. That's all I got to say. And so best, Nana for life. Nana for life better watch herself. Because I'm going to tell you, whatever you do to Dawn, you did to Candace. And Candace, you did to Dawn. These two motherfuckers are enmeshed. They're enmeshed. And ain't nobody going to, sever that tie right there. They're bonded in such a sick, evil, disgusting way, you wouldn't even want to understand it. You would not want to understand it. That's the truth. It's decrepit. It's decrepit. But a lot of people are bonded that way. A lot of people. It's a weird, funny, kind of sick, twisted bonding. But people have it all the time. Weirdos have that kind of bonding a lot. If you don't believe me, just stop by some of the cheapest hotels around. And you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's like these women are loyal. They're so loyal to this man that don't give a fuck about them. Don't care. Don't give a shit about them. But they're so loyal that, they'll do whatever he wants them to do. And like it. Just to be with him. That's the sick twistedness up on the heel. And you'd be surprised at how many people's caught up into that kind of relationship. It's disgusting. I had a girlfriend. Very close friend. Man, she's like She's like a little sister to me. Always wanted a sister. She's beautiful. But she got it with the sick, twisted minded human being she loved and was willing to do anything for. She's not here anymore. Those kind of people don't, those kind of men don't care about you. When a man can have you do disgusting, evil things, he don't care about you. But no matter how much you talk to him, no matter how much you try to reason with these people that, like Candace's, you can't reason with them. There's something wrong, something wrong with their mind. They'll turn on you. They will turn on you when you're just trying to help them, when you're just trying to make them see what they're into. But they like being in there. They like being in there, obviously. And there's nothing you can do to change them, nothing you can do to save them. You can't save them. All you could do is save yourself and get the hell away, get out of the way, right? Leave them to their own device. That's all you can do. Sometimes you just got to save yourself. Leave them alone.
Somebody go into the store, or did you go through drive-through again?
Drive-through again.
And where are you sitting at this point?
The same. Well, I was sitting in the middle because she was the person that was wet, and so she had a pillow under her.
Got it.
She was the person that was wet under her, right? She was wet, had a pillow under her. Well, where'd she get this outfit on at? Where'd she get this outfit on at? I'm going to tell you where. Let's take it back to the beginning.
They're filthy, and so kids come here in the summer before summer died.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about tonight. Right there. Right there. That right there is what I'm talking about. That right there should have been interrogation, should have been prosecution, should have been prison sentences. Right there. Right there. Because that is where Summer got those clothes on. That's where she got the makeup. That's where she got the pink lipstick that's smeared on the right side of her bottom lip. Right there. And that right there is how Grandma knew before she died. Before she died. Law enforcement, I wish they could do their job. I wish they could open their eyes, open their ears, open their fucking mouths, and get shit done. This case solved itself. It solved itself, you guys. This case actually solved itself, right? And law enforcement missed it. Make that make sense. Make it make sense when a case solves itself and fucking law enforcement, the brains of the operation, missed it. Now, did they miss it? Because, the brains of the operation lack brains? Or did they miss it because they wanted to? That's a real question. That is the real question. 4.5 years down the road. True crime community. A true crime community, little by little, put the whole puzzle together. And law enforcement couldn't. Yeah. Oh, it is, Gene. Absolutely. It's way bigger than Summer. It's way bigger. Summer was just one. She was just one in a ton. She was one in a ton of children up on that hill, right? One in a ton. It is much bigger. That is true. I'm starting to wonder if there's something in their water that, if there's something in their water, maybe, you know, I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but maybe something's been dropped in the water that makes these people not be able to tell the truth. Right? Might be something in that fucking water that don't allow you to tell the truth. I don't know, because it's like, I don't think I found one person drinking the water off of Ben Hill Road that actually, that actually tells 150% truth. That's just my opinion. I mean, in order to get the truth, these people had to be drinking the water somewhere else. Right? But not up there. Not up there. And, I mean, people say TBI, TBI, TBI. TBI ain't nothing but fucking Hawkins County law enforcement as well. I mean, they're one in the same. They're one in the same. That's my opinion. I mean, what Hawkins County's trying to cover up, TBI would want to cover up too. If it makes Hawkins County look bad, it makes all law enforcement look bad. Right? And they're a brotherhood. They're a brotherhood. Law enforcement salutes law enforcement, no matter where they come from. I don't know. The guy where they found a footprint, one of the footprints, he mysteriously just passed away too, right? Wasn't his name John? I think his name was John. He mysteriously just passed away out of the blue as well. That man did. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Yeah, he just mysteriously ended up dying. Right? Oh, they said he had cancer. He had that for a while. He had that for a while, right? But right after they find a footprint on his property, he decides to talk up about it. He's deceased. That's what I'm talking about. There's some weird shit going on in this case. Yeah, there was some real weird stuff going on. In Summer's case. It's like nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. You come out and talk.
So where are you sitting in the car?
At first, I was sitting on the front seat.
Okay.
Like,
which way's the car pointing?
Like
Do you
the
remember?
truck right now?
Just like my truck?
Yes.
Okay.
It was dead serious like that, but with like an overhead to the bed.
Okay.
Bed part.
Okay.
And we moved a box to the back.
Okay.
And then we moved the box to the very back, the first one where the overhead to the bed is. And then we put another one back behind, like that passenger seat right there.
Okay. Okay. And where's Summer?
Summer, she is on the driver's side, in the back seat.
Okay. Was there any milk or anything like that in the car at that time?
Not until we got the price list, which was like I think it was a few hours later.
Okay, got it. Other stuff in the car?
Nah, there was just boxes and like TVs in the back and everything.
How was Summer acting about going fishing?
Well, she gets excited because she likes to fish and swim. She's a little kid. She's energetic.
Okay. Come in.
The milk. Oh, when they had put everything.
Milk. You know he mother freaking has seen this floating around out there. You know he saw this video. Everybody's seen this video. And he sat there and milk. Like, you know, like he has a memory. Like he has a memory problem, right? Man, he was playing it.
In the bed of the truck. You know, like the back of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
I call it a truck bed because it is a truck bed.
Okay. But there's a...
Duh. Freaking duh. I call it a truck bed because it is a truck bed. Okay. Did you say that? Look at that. Did you say that? I think I've seen that. Right? Oh my freaking goodness.
A picture of Summer leaning against the milk bottles.
Yeah, they put them there. Well, I think I put them there in the middle because there's no room on the other side of me.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I put them there because she was sitting by the window, and then...
Was she sleeping?
No, she wasn't even sleeping at the time.
Okay.
I just set them in the middle because if they were to fall and spill, it would be on me, and I don't feel like cleaning up no truck mess.
Okay. It looks like...
Oh no, she wasn't sleeping at the time. No, she wasn't sleeping at the time. No, she wasn't, was she, Hunter? She wasn't sleeping. She wasn't alive. She wasn't alive to be sleeping, was she?
Like she's against the door, though, in that picture.
I wasn't there when that picture was took.
Oh, okay. When did that...
I wasn't there when that picture was took, so he knows of the picture. I wasn't there when that picture was took, but he knows of the picture and he knows of the milk jugs, right? Milk. Well, if you know of the picture, you got a clear fucking memory of the picture. Then you had a clear damn memory of these milk jugs, right? So that shows us that he was being theatrical also, right?
Take that picture, do you know?
I have no
I
idea.
believe the one with the milk jugs was sitting right here in front of my house because that's exactly how that baby was when.
No, Allison, that is not exactly how that baby was sitting. Absolutely not. That is not how that baby was sitting in front of your house until they brought her out of your house and staged her up like that. Until they brought her out and staged her up like that. It was not exactly how Summer arrived at your house. She arrived at your house against that driver's side door, all soaking wet, sitting on a pillow. And she left your house looking like this, getting propped up on some milk jugs. After they put the boxes back in the car on the passenger side where Hunter had been sitting the whole time. They put the boxes back in there in order to block the window that is going to block the tree trimmers as they turn in and go back into Ben Hill Road. It's going to block the view of the tree trimmers from seeing Summer because they're working on Don and Candace's side of the road. So when you turn into Ben Hill Road to go down to Don and Candace's property, to go up the hill, those boxes would have been blocking the tree trimmers that they were afraid was going to still be there when they got back. But when they got back, no one was there. No one was there. They could have put the boxes on either side. It wouldn't have mattered because no one was there. Right? Just saying.
Before they left.
Okay, well, when you were in the car, where'd they put the milk?
Well, they gave it to me.
They gave it to you.
Not not to keep, but
to put it away.
Yeah.
And where did you put it?
I had it sitting on my lap until we got out the car.
Got it. And out here?
Yeah, out here.
Okay.
And she pulled up like your truck now, like where it's at right now.
Right.
But the opposite around.
Got it. So it's facing that way.
Yeah.
And you're getting out on this side. And where do you put the milk?
I set them in the middle because Summer had to. Did she even get out the car or did I? I thought she got out the car too. I don't remember that.
Okay. At some point, how did the milk bottles get on the other side of her? Do you know?
I have no idea then because she said that she was sleeping on the door. But when I got out the car, she wasn't even at the door. She was in the middle.
Was she?
When I got out of the car, she wasn't even at the door. She was at the middle. No way in hell. No way in hell. She could have been in the middle if he was in the middle. He said she was against the damn door on a pillow, wet. She's against the door on a pillow, wet. She wasn't in no middle. She wasn't in no middle. He would have had to move her. He would have moved her, she'd have woke up. She'd have woke up, Allison would have seen her. It's all bullshit. This is all a made up bunch of bullshit. And you can tell it. You can tell it. Allison saying no, when they pulled up, she was just like this. She was just like this, and he can't wake her up. And Hunter says no. She was wet on a pillow through Walgreens. She was wet on a pillow through Sonic. She was wet on a pillow at the grocery store. laying against the driver's side door the whole time, wet on a pillow. What does that tell us? That tells us that she was not dressed in this outfit yet. She had to be dressed somewhere. She had to be dressed somewhere. And it don't seem like she was dressed like this until after they got to Allison's house. Bruce said that they came back with her brother at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Because they had to have time. They had to have time to dress, to get Summer out of the wet clothes, get her put into these dry clothes, get her all, dressed up. And I think during that time, Candace and Grandis ran to a car wash. I think they ran to a car wash and cleaned that car because the window behind Summer looks like it had rained. There was no rain that day. So, and it looks like it rained. The only way to get a car look like it rained like that is through a car wash. So they had to go clean up the vehicle. They had to go clean it out, clean it up. I think when they cleaned it up, then they put a little, look at this candy. Look at the candy. I think they threw a little candy around, a bottle of orange soda, which belonged to Grandis, should have been in the front, but it was in the back. I think they staged it. I think they staged it to look like they hadn't cleaned the vehicle. But look how damn clean those seats are, you guys, where there's no candy. Take a look at how damn clean that seat is where there is no candy. Let me tell you about candy that's been there for a while. It's going to be gooey and and you got a kid in the car that's wet. You got a wet kid in the car. Look at this. That candy would have been smudged and smeared. If it got wet, there's going to be, it's going to be stains. There's going to be red stains, orange stains. You're going to, this is going to be nasty. It's going to be, and this is over there where Summer's supposed to be sitting. See, she's supposed to be on a pillow over here against that door. Well, if she was wet on a pillow over there by that door, that candy would have been all nasty looking. But that candy looks perfect, like it's just been poured out. And that seat looks like it has been vacuumed to me. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. That's something we didn't ever notice before. We didn't ever notice that this car looks like it's been vacuumed. Yeah, it does. It does. It looks vacuumed. And that candy looks mother freaking staged. And so does that bottle of soda. That soda belonged to Grandis. It should have been in the front. It looks to me like it got tossed in the back. Along with some candy to make it look like they didn't clean the car. And they even put the box that Hunter said they moved to the trunk. They're back in the seat where they were before. They're right back where they was before. They went through a lot. They went through a lot to stage this. A whole lot to stage this. This is all this shit staged. I'm going to tell you how Hunter got out of that car. He got out the same way he fucking got in. Right on the passenger side back. Grandis set her ass in the front seat where he was at. And he got out, moved those boxes, and set his ass right in back of Grandis. Full access to getting in and full access to getting out. And when they went to stage this, they put them boxes right back where they was. His ass wasn't never in the middle. He wasn't ever in no middle. He's a liar. And you know what? If there's nothing to hide, why is he lying? right? If you're not guilty of nothing, you don't need to fucking lie. You don't need to be, you don't have to lie to kick it, right? But he's lying. And we all know it. We all know it. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, she sold that truck, honey. She hauled ass out of there. She could come off that hill. She was kicking up the smoke, right? She was kicking the dust up. She got the hell out of there. And she took off. And when she came back, she had a brand new vehicle. She had a brand new vehicle. She got rid. She got rid of that. She got rid of it ASAP. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, Grandis was so paranoid. She was so damn paranoid what happened in that vehicle. She got rid of it. She didn't feel comfortable owning that vehicle no more. Yeah, she sold it. She absolutely sold it. And I don't know why law enforcement did not find that very suspicious. I don't know why they didn't seize this vehicle and go over it with a fine-tooth comb, because, if it was intimidating her enough that she felt she needed to get rid of it, then something in her mind knew something that law enforcement didn't about the backseat of this vehicle. Something in her mind that they had no idea was really getting to her. And I say, must have been some type of evidence. Must have been some type of evidence that she knew was there or afraid they're going to find. And they were too ignorant to seize the vehicle and find it, right? They didn't even try to solve Summer's case, if you ask me. They didn't even fucking try. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I feel that they did not even try to solve this little girl's case. That's my opinion. I'm going to keep it. There was just too much. There was too much to prove. Just too much to prove what happened. Too much to prove exactly what the hell happened for them to not capitalize on it, right? For them to not get a conviction out of it. That's what I'm talking about. They didn't even fucking try. I'm going to tell you something. You let one of us be with somebody all day while something like this went down. And I guarantee you our asses would be hauled in and our asses would be interrogated. Put a 2 in the chat if you agree. If you agree your ass would have been hauled in and interrogated the hell out of just because you was, with someone on the day that something like this went down. Hell yeah, you would have. Hell yeah, you would have. You'd have been, they wouldn't only took you and interrogated you once. They'd have been coming to your fucking house every other day. They'd have been showing up all the time. You'd have been getting in your car and there they was. Right? You'd be coming back into your house and there they are on the fucking porch looking at you. Right? You'd have been walking through your damn house and here they are staring at you through the window. Right? You couldn't have got rid of them. They'd have been like, oh, we have a few more questions. We have a few more questions. They'd have been ring, ring, ring. We need you to come in. We got a few more questions we'd like to go over. Right? Or we can come to your house. Whatever's more comfortable for you, but we're coming. Right? They got none of this shit. Hunter, Allison, these people got none of this shit. They got none of it. So you tell me what's going on down in Hawkins County with good old law enforcement. Because I don't know. I don't know. I just know something is. Right. Exactly. Exactly, Gene. Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt. Oh, absolutely. I'm going to tell you, Ronnie Lawson came right out and, was like, there is no sign of an abduction. No sign whatsoever, meaning that's bullshit. No abduction happened up here. Pruitt came out and said, we did search after search after search and an extra deep dive search. If she was out there, we'd have found something. Wandering off is off the table as well. That only leaves foul play. That only leaves foul play. But they're not capitalizing on it. Why? Because I think they got more than enough evidence to prosecute the hell out of these people. But they're not capitalizing on it. And I don't know why. But listen, you guys, I'm going to get out of here and let you guys get some rest. I've held you up long enough tonight. And I appreciate each and every last one of you being here. Each and every last one of you being here. Support Summer, to support the channel, to support one another, and to support PG as well. I am very grateful. I know I don't tell you often enough. I should tell you a lot more, but I'm telling you now. I really appreciate each and every last one of you being here and doing all that you do for this beautiful little girl and other missing kids as well. God bless each and every one of you. In the name of his son, Jesus Christ. Amen. You guys got my utmost respect. My utmost respect. You're amazing. Don't ever let no one tell you you're not, because you are. You're amazing. And I so appreciate it. And keep those prayers going up for Summer. We don't ever leave out of here without asking for everyone to keep those prayers going up, because I know at some point God's going to answer. He's going to let this baby be found, brought home, and he's going to let justice be served. And I'm going to tell you something. That's going to be a glorious day. A very glorious day. And I'm looking forward to it. I am so looking forward to it. Amen. And keep the prayers going up for Michael Vaughn, Sebastian Rogers, Jack and Lily, little Emmanuel. God is good, you guys. God is good. He works on his time, not ours. We must be patient. But we must keep praying. We must keep praying, because I know at some point, somehow, some way, God's going to answer. And we're going to know the truth, because that's what we're seeking. Seek the truth, and you shall find it. We're seeking. And God will let us find it. Good night, everybody. God bless. Much love.